Teenage runaways reported missing from Sioux City were located over the weekend following a traffic accident in O'Brien County, Iowa. The sheriff's office says a deputy responded to a single vehicle crash on Red Wing Avenue about 3:30 Saturday morning, according to our news partner KUOO Radio. Deputies found that a 15-year-old driver lost control of the car he was driving. The car crossed a ravine and came to a rest in a field. The teen told deputies that he'd been rear-ended and that the driver of the other vehicle fled, but deputies say they found evidence that suggested that was not true. The teen driver and two friends who were passengers in the car had been reported missing. The driver admitted he did not have permission to drive the car. One of the teen passengers was injured and taken by ambulance to the Sheldon Hospital.